Welcome to the must see WWE Talk Show Industry. Welcome to Wrestling Untold.
Yeah. Where's that energy at? Welcome to the must see.
You can't be yelling at your voice.
Yeah. This is episode
114. We're almost at 200. We'll be there.
We're getting there. You gotta excuse our voices. We are dealing with.
Really.
We're dealing with the voices.
It is finally December.
It is. Tell me about today's show, though.
Last week, go back, check the video. We did greatest movie. This week, we're doing greatest superhero from MCU because DC only has like 4 good ones. 4.
Yeah.
What do we have? Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Batman, Superman, Flash.
Yeah. That's 5.
That's it.
That's 5.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
They got Robin. Robin.
Who's that?
Batman's sidekick.
Okay. Don't even like him.
All right, before we get started, make sure you go and like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram or, I think that's the only thing we're on right now. But make sure you follow us, scream at us because we know that our list isn't going to be your list. Why are you looking at my list? So first off, we wanted to make, so we're only going to be doing Marvel. But one of the things that Cara and I talked about is there's a difference between a superhero and an actual mutant. Marvel has both. X-Men are considered mutants. A mutant per Marvel is someone that is growing as or born with the mutant abilities or a mutant gene for that matter. So that's Marvel's definition of a mutant. A super is someone who their power was the result of a freak accident, experiment, one time, something gone wrong, what have you. So, for instance, Spider-Man's bitten by a spider. Captain America was, basically operated on. Not to be confused with Wolverine. He was born with his mutant, and it gave him more powers because it gave him the metal on top of his claws.
Oh, okay.
Back to you, Carter.
Okay, well, let's do our honorable mentions first.
Okay.
My honorable mentions are Rocket Raccoon, Vision, and Groot. They were 11, 12,
think about
13.
those guys. Wow. So I'll say, my OLI, outside looking in, honorable mention, whatever you want to call them. I have Deadpool.
You like Deadpool?
I do like Deadpool. And I will put Groot on my list as my outside looking in. But I didn't even think about those guys. Wow.
Vision's really good too.
No, it's not.
Vision? Without Vision.
So let's go to number 10.
Without Vision, there's no Infinity War.
True.
Or Endgame.
It's true. You want to do your number 10
or
first, or you want me to do my number 10 first?
I'm going first. I'm hitting y'all with Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye is incredible. He has bows and arrows.
He's an Avenger. And
his daughter, Little Hawkeye. I've never seen this show. She's pretty good as well.
Oh, she has a show on Disney. Oh wow! On that network, we don't
Disney
promote
Plus.
We don't promote networks that don't pay
Disney
us.
this.
Stop giving away free stuff. So let's go to my number 10. My number 10. This guy is super fun. He hasn't aged a day since I first seen him act in Romeo and Juliet. This is Ant-Man. He's just a fun. Ant-Man. He's not like a great, super. He's just a fun super. I like the way they kind of I like that, he has these little cars that look like small Hot Wheels and they turn normal size and everything. He's good for the franchise.
After that movie, he doesn't make it to my top 20.
Quantumanium? Is it Quantumanium?
After that movie,
you don't like that movie?
He doesn't. No, really.
I like
Quantum. It was weird.
I like that one.
After that movie, he wasn't even in the Baskin Robbins.
Wow.
Okay, my number 9 is Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
Check him out. He can reverse time. He can control time. He can fast forward time. He can do anything with time. And come on, he's in New York with Spider-Man.
Aren't all of them in New York?
No.
They're all in New York at some point.
Iron Man is in New York, I think.
Yes.
Doctor Strange is in New York. Wong, Spider-Man. Shang-Chi's not. He's in a Asian country somewhere.
He's in China somewhere. Shanghai. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. My number 9 is also in New York. He's in Harlem, New York. He is Luke Cage. Now, for persons that did not exist pre-Disney Plus, Netflix had Marvels, and Luke Cage. He something happened. He had broke out of jail and he got hit with some chemicals. He became this superhuman power, and he made his way out to Harlem, where there's horrible things going on, and he's just like the voice of reason and the, for lack of a better term, he policed the streets, cleaned up Harlem, and they want to make him the king, but he's like, nah, I'm just a normal person, But one of my favorite. He's at number 9, so that says a lot.
Yeah, it does. It's weird how he's on your list. He's not a real Avenger.
He doesn't have to be Avenger to be in Marvel.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Pre-Marvel. Okay, so my number 8 is Miles Morales. Marvel finally,
cartoon Spider-Man.
Marvel finally gave us our Black Spider-Man, and I'm gonna treat him. Number 8. He has 2 movies. One movie that's coming up that I'm waiting for. 2026 better come already so I can watch that movie.
Don't rush time.
About to pull out the Doctor Strange. About to go to his basement so he can fast forward the time.
So that's your number. Is that your number 8? Mm-hmm. My number 8 is Punisher.
You just go with all these pre-Marvel.
It's not pre-Marvel. It's in Marvel. So Punisher also was on Netflix too. But it was probably he had movies. Punisher, he had to watch his whole family be killed, and he's just avenging his family. He's not trying to save people. He's just avenging his family, but he's also toppling all these villains and these super criminals or whatever you might want to call them. Predator, so underrated. We need a Predator in an Avengers movie. I think so. A Predator. We need Predator. Punisher, I'm sorry. I keep saying Punisher. I'm sorry. Why didn't you correct me?
Because I didn't know what a Predator in Marvel was.
Yeah, I know. Predator in the Marvel movie might be cool too, but
Okay, for my number 7, Shang-Chi.
Okay.
He was the star of Phase 4, and he probably is the best thing in Phase 4.
Okay.
Oh, Wakanda Forever, Love and Thunder. But we didn't know who he was.
But he's not an Avenger either. He's not an Avenger.
He's a part of the MCU.
Okay.
And he's a new arrival. We didn't know who he was until a few years ago.
Yeah.
He's great. Can't wait for 2, because 2 will be coming.
Okay.
Hopefully. They said it would, but Disney is wonky at the moment. Your turn?
So my number 7, can you guess?
Your number 7?
Yeah.
Daredevil.
It is Daredevil.
I know it.
Boy, oh boy, when I saw that series, I was just like flabbergasted.
Do you like...
he can't see he's an attorney. I've always wanted, my dream is to eventually become an attorney. Someone wants to pay for my law school, I will do it. Thank you very much.
Did you like Daredevil's yellow and red suit?
Yellow and red suit. Yeah. Are you thinking of the Flash?
And She-Hulk.
And I didn't watch She-Hulk.
Oh,
I didn't watch
You
She-Hulk.
have to watch She-Hulk. You have to skip to where skip to where Daredevil is in.
Daredevil he's blind. He's an attorney, and he's still out, in New York, of all places, fighting crime. His best friend, he finds out that he is Daredevil eventually, but he doesn't know in the beginning. And he crosses paths with, Luke Cage or Jessica Jones.
So when he's fighting villains, does he need his
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
No, he doesn't.
So he magically
He only uses that. No, he senses his superhuman power.
So he's Spider-Man now.
He got hit with like a chemical. Yeah.
All these people are getting hit with chemicals.
That's the way you make a super.
Wow. My number 6 is Star-Lord.
Okay, all right. Respectable.
Is he on your list?
No.
Jeez.
He's not on my list.
Star-Lord is my second favorite Guardians of the Galaxy person. The first one you'll find out later if you count him as one. Star-Lord makes the Guardians of the Galaxy movies great, and he has been through a lot. His mother gone as he was watching her, and then he got pulled up in a super ship, and then he went to space to grab an orb, but found out that 7 other people, which began later to be his friends, actually also wanted the orb that he wanted. So they all end up in prison.
It's a good pick. It's a bit high for him, but a good pick.
6.
It's your list.
He's been in how many movies?
It's
in
your
the
list.
MCU?
It's your list.
7.
He's more of a.
7.
He's under the outside looking in for me.
7 movies.
Well, let's go to my number 6. My number 6.
How many movies has Luke Cage been in?
He hasn't been in any movie, but he's been in multiple seasons of Luke Cage. So let's go to my number 6. My number 6 is the Hulk.
Understandable.
I love the fact that he just goes around crushing and whatever he wants, But he's also this very kind, gentle man. One of the greatest lines is like, how do you keep him from coming out? And he's like, I'm just always angry. That is like, they have so I didn't like the original Hulk movie. I didn't like the Hulk.
Was Mark in the original Hulk movie?
I don't believe so. I gotta go back and see. No, I gotta go back and see.
It's a different guy.
But I didn't like it. The original I'm not talking about. I mean, the Hulk movie that came out in the early 2000s. I didn't like it at all. But when they introduced him into the Avengers, it was just the right cast. It was just, everything worked out for him. The Hulk is an important piece for that.
Mark was on Jimmy Fallon, and he said he went to his daughter's like preschool thing, and there was this boy who sat next to his daughter, looked across from him, and said, "Are you the Hulk?" And his daughter said, "Yes, he is the Hulk." And the boy said, "Can you turn into the Hulk?" And he's like, "All right, sure." And he puts his fist together and tries, and the boy's like, "No, never mind."
Oh man.
Okay, I'm going to number 5.
So let's get our top 5 in there.
Number 5, you're gonna disagree with this so much, and everyone's gonna be yelling, but it's Scarlet Witch, Wanda.
Oh, okay.
Scarlet Witch. She
high.
is the second strongest person in the MCU right now.
Okay.
First is Loki, storyteller, Scarlet Witch, time reverser, Doctor Strange, time mover.
Okay.
Just literally like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor of this generation.
Okay.
She's good. WandaVision was good. The Doctor Strange movie with her in it, it was okay, but the only wrong thing she did was put a building on fire with 400 people in it. But that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
So do you want to hear my excuse me,
Can I take a guess?
number 5?
Thor.
Nope. Captain America. So as a kid that weighed just about 60 pounds most of his life, I went until I was about maybe 20
You were
or
in
so.
high school when the Captain
I
America
was,
came out?
well, I'm drawing let's just let the story play out.
Okay.
I always wanted muscles. I always wanted to be big. I was always tiny. And to see the Captain America, and he's basically just goes from this little scrawny kid to like this, muscular guy. I almost at times feel like I'm Captain America, and now I have muscles and so forth. I'm no longer this. No. We don't have to show proof.
Okay.
Proof's in the pudding.
The what? The pudding?
I know, it's an old term.
Okay.
It's an old person term. Proof's in the pudding. But yeah, I like Captain America. He's a top 5 super for me. Of course, he is a significant part of the Avengers. It pains me to see when they did the Captain America, where they made the guy Captain America, when they just made that weird guy that was like a military guy.
I didn't see that.
And he ended up to go to his head. And then they made, what's his name? Falcon.
Ugh.
Yeah. I'm good on that.
They actually have a new movie with Falcon in it. And guess what wrestler's in that movie?
Who's that?
Seth Rollins.
Is he?
I think he's the villain.
Falcon didn't make my list.
I don't like Falcon. Falcon is the worst black superhero. That's why people say
I wouldn't say that, but I just don't.
That's why people say Black Panther was the first black superhero, when we have others, just not.
We got Blank Man.
Speaking of that, Black Panther.
Okay.
This can be
That's your number
T'Challa
4, huh?
or Shuri, whichever one. Both movies were good. I know the other one was off the list, and everyone was in comments was screaming and yelling, but he's higher on the list, y'all.
Okay.
You gotta do it.
Shouts out to Black Panther, R.I.P. My number 4 is Thor.
That's close to where mine is.
So you have Black Panther number 4. I'll just give you a peek there at my number 3.
Oh, look. I got Thor as number 3.
Yeah, so.
Switch.
Yeah, so I have Thor at 4. You have Black Panther at number 4. And then once so there's no need for me to explain more because I've already started talking about 3. At 3, you have
Thor.
which I have at 4, and at 3 I have Black Panther, which you have at 4.
Wow.
Can't make this up.
Great minds think alike.
Can't make this up. So I mean, Black Panther again. It's like, let's go again for the culture. He was top 3 for me either way you looked at it. I couldn't put him at 1 because we're gonna do 2 and 1 together. We're gonna both scream out our number 2 together, and we're gonna scream out number 1 together. But let's get through 3. He is a top 5 super in my opinion. I mean, he's you know, I wish we had him longer. You know, it's selfish for me to say that, but I wish we had him longer. You know, shouts out to his family and everything.
What other movies is he in?
He played Jackie Robinson. He played Thurgood Marshall.
I think I've seen that one with Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, he's in a few movies. He's been in a couple movies. But he's had a great acting career, but it was just, it's cut short, tragically. But again, saddened for his family because, while we just lost an actor, they lost a person that was like actually close to them. So you always got to be, sensitive to that. So your number 3 is Thor, which is great.
Almighty Thor.
Mm-hmm.
The King of Thunder.
So on 3, we're going to yell out our number 2.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Iron Man. You got number 2 for Iron Man?
I got Iron Man as my number
2.
2.
After everything this man has done at MCU, you got to put him right there.
He could have been my number 1. There's a reason why he wasn't my number 1.
I'm saving.
He could have easily been 1A and 1B.
I'm saving number 1 for.
But I'm going to tell you, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., no one will ever play that role the way he played it.
No better casting.
I've said like that Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, like I think Iron Man 1 was like one of the first that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't like the movies, but I like after the movies.
The Iron Man 1 was the first one I saw in that series of this new Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I just was enamored with it.
That was the first movie you've seen?
In this like generation of Marvel. Like I've seen other Marvel movies, of course, but in it, because Marvel, so for some reason, Marvel did X-Men, Spider-Man, X-Men, Spider-Man, X-Men, Spider-Man. Oh, Fantastic Four. Because that's also
Fantastic Four is so bad.
No need for that.
They're making it come
Silver
back.
Surfer. I thought Silver Surfer was the coolest as a kid.
Silver Surfer.
He's a character in Fantastic Four, but he's actually the villain, but they turn him to be a good guy.
Can you switch that up?
Silver Surfer. Yeah, you've seen him before.
1 second. Uno momento.
Yeah, Silver Surfer.
Oh my goodness. Is he X-Men?
No. He's in the Fantastic. He is a so he was a villain, but at the end they kind of like turn him to be like they have him change his ways in the movie.
He's an alien like with metallic skin.
Yep.
That can travel through space.
His little Marvel card was the coolest card because it had because he's metallic, so the card itself is metallic. And I always wanted a Silver Surfer metallic Marvel card back when I was collecting cards. I don't collect cards anymore, so don't cards.
Oh. Cards.
So let's go. Our number 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Spider-Man. Now,
my Spider-Man isn't your Spider-Man, but
it's okay. It's okay.
Spider-Man. My Spider-Man isn't your Spider-Man.
The greatest superhero. Outside of, when we're just talking Marvel, we're not talking DC because I would.
You think Batman is better than Spider-Man? Be honest.
I think it's 1A, 1B. I've never liked Superman. Let's start there. I never liked Superman or anything else that DC did. I've only liked The Dark Knight and Michael Keaton Batman.
I like Aquaman.
But I'm never, but when it comes down to it, Spider-Man was probably. That's one of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I watched those movies 1,000 times. I love him. He is, in my opinion, he's the best Spider-Man because he was really this kid that was like, they play by the true story. I feel like they changed the story for the generations a little bit. But that's the story that my generation got was, he's this true nerd. He gets bit by a spider, and he takes his glasses off. All of a sudden now he's cool, But it's like, that is the best one. You may feel differently. Your Spider-Man
I like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
What is it?
Not Tobey Maguire. Tom Holland Spider-Man way better than Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Who had the best villain of the Spider-Mans though?
Who had the best villain of the Spider-Man?
Because Venom was, I mean,
Venom was only in there for what, 30 minutes?
Well, no. Spider-Man 3 was Spider-Man Venom because Venom took over him at one point.
Yeah.
So that was
That
like
was weird.
he became like a jerk because the guy.
like-
But then we have a new Venom also, so you kind of get Venom in both of the.
Yeah, the Venom movie is good. It just
Sandman
doesn't
was
have
cool.
it.
I like Sandman,
Yeah.
but he wasn't like he was doing it
He
for his
wasn't
daughter.
fighting for anything bad. He was
Yeah,
fighting
yeah,
for
yeah.
money so
Yeah.
he could give his daughter.
What's his name? Osborn. He's probably the best.
He's the creepiest.
Yeah, he's probably the best Spider-Man adversary for
I'm
that
happy
matter.
that they don't have Oscorp and Tom Holland's. They have Stark Industries.
Yeah. But, you know, it's, again, Spider-Man is my top. I think Spider-Man is your top, right? Spider-Man, in our opinion. This is
Right.
just our opinion.
But in the Tom Holland Spider-Man, Iron Man is fault for Tom Holland getting bit
Yeah.
in Stark Industries.
And the thing I don't like about, like, I like that the original Tobey Maguire, like his Aunt May and his Uncle Ben
His
is in
aunt
it.
was so
and they're
old.
old. They are
Like,
old.
old.
That's what I think about. And in the new ones, his aunt's so young.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did we
His
get
aunt's
here?
Like 40.
Well, are they the same age and they just look different? I don't know.
I mean,
But-
the other aunt.
So you ready to wrap up?
Let's wrap it up.
So there's my list. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, Ant-Man.
Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Star-Lord, Shang-Chi, Miles Morales, Doctor Strange, Hawkeye. Your list was good from 1 to 5.
You got 2 Spider-Mans on your list.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. Not one bit.
Miles
Not
Morales
mad
is
at you
good.
one bit.
Take it away.
Take it away. Make sure you guys go like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Scream at us. Put in the comments who your favorite MCU super is. Again, we excluded X-Men. If we would have put X-Men in, Wolverine would have been at top of my list. It would have probably been Spider-Man, Wolverine. Easily. Okay, all right. Carter's like frozen.
I'm thinking, man.
What are you thinking? Okay. Yep. See you later.